Hello there guys, it's Adam Martin here, and welcome to this video. This is an interesting video, an update video of sorts. I wanted to come here and tell you guys about AMTV Now Phase 2. So just to catch everyone up to speed, I launched AMTV Now in July of 2022. Partly to streamline content from the main channel. You know, I was doing the Now reviews for many years, but a lot of you wanted it all in sort of one-stop place. You know, wanted the main channel to be more focused on, you know, like TV, history, documentaries, and to be honest, I did too. I feel I reached that place where I wanted things to be separate but a bit more streamlined. So AMTV Now was launched, and its main purpose at first was to get every episode of the Now review up onto that channel. That was something I really wanted to do, and by the time you're watching this now, the original uploads on the main channel should no longer be viewable. They would have been privatized or enlisted or whatever, but don't worry, every episode of the Now review at the time you're watching this is available to watch, both new and old, on the AMTV Now channel. So if that's what you were mainly tuning in for, make sure you're subscribed to this channel with notifications on. But now, you know, 6 months later, we've got every episode of the Now review, new and old, on there. Over 170 episodes, I think. That's absolutely crazy. So what happens to the channel now? Well, I think I said at the beginning, and I've said constantly, and I want to reiterate, the AMTV Now is not just for the Now review. When I made the second channel, I wanted it not just to be a repository for Now reviews, both old and new. I wanted to do new things as well. So I just wanted to give you guys a little idea as to what Phase 2 is going to look like. Now reviews will continue any new releases that come out. I mean, at the time I'm recording this, which is a bit earlier than when you're seeing it, but at the time I'm recording it, we're already aware that the final chapter extra, because, you know, milk that horse, that's coming out in early February. So when a new album drops, you know, you will still get a Now review either on release day or sometime very close to release day. But the main difference is I wanted to produce content that was a bit beefier, a bit more meaty, a bit less review style, a bit more in the documentary style that you guys may have been used to seeing on the main channel. So what I want to announce is, starting hopefully really soon in a few weeks' time, I want to begin a series of deep dives. A series of deep dives into the mainline numbered series of Now That's What I Call Music. So you guys have been asking for ages. That does mean we're going to start at the very beginning with Now That's What I Call Music number 1 from all the way back in 1983, and we'll do a deep dive on that. What I mean by that is, again, just to provide a bit more context, I want to go through the albums, you know, I want to go track by track, what tracks these are, which artists were they by, how well did they do in the UK music charts, any fun facts about the album itself, maybe a bit of information about that time in music and all that sort of stuff. Look at the versions I have, whether that be on vinyl, cassette, CD, etc. I just really want to do this because I think I've made multiple attempts in the past, way back in like 2014-15. You might remember I actually did a sort of, I guess it was a review or mini dive, you know, it was bad camera quality, it was only 6 minutes long, lots of problems. But that was like the first attempt, and then I reviewed the first 5 albums. I did them in batches, so again, you could say that was sort of a second attempt, but I've never been quite happy with them. And all these years later, nearly 10 years later, I thought it's time, with the skills I've just personally learned, you know, making videos, editing, putting things together, I want to make a deep dive series on the mainline numbered Nows, because as far as I know, I don't think anyone else has necessarily, and it's just something I've always wanted to do. So I hope you're looking forward to that, a deep dive into the numbered series. How far will I go? You know, am I going to go from 1 all the way up to 113, 14, whatever? I don't know. I definitely want to get at least, say, the first 10 out there, just to see how it does and how I find making the series and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, there's going to be challenges, you know, dealing with a music series. I want to play a little bit of the songs, you know, from these albums. Obviously not too much because copyright's the thing, so it'll be trying to work that out, you know, and trying to work out what's the best format for it. But I hope you guys are excited for a potential deep dive series. As to when the first episode will drop, I'll be completely transparent with you. At the time I'm recording this, which is the 9th of January 2023, I haven't had chance to commence work on it. You know, not only am I dealing with this channel, I've got the main channel, I've got AMTV Who now, and I'm also got 2 jobs and just the rest of regular life. So, you know, that's a lot of things to deal with on a daily basis, and I'm trying to allocate my time as best I can. I ideally wanted to get the first episode, focused on Now 1, out before the end of January. That's just sort of like, though, a tentative goal in my head, if you get me. That's not a guarantee, that's not a promise, but hopefully I'd like to do it at the end of January. And, you know, ideally, again, in my head, I'd like to do maybe one every 2 weeks, but that might be closer to more like one every month or something like that. I don't want to be too firm on a schedule because, you know, I've tried that before and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I want to try and avoid as much disappointment as possible. But I just wanted to say, Phase 2 of AMTV Now is underway. You're still getting the Now reviews, but the Deep Dive series I'm hoping to be the crown jewel of Phase 2. And there might be other things as well, aside from reviews and documentaries. There might be some niche things in there. I'm not too sure yet. I haven't decided. But yeah, you'll just have to wait and see. But that's all really. I just wanted to update you all with what's going on now that all of the back catalogue of Now reviews have been uploaded to this channel. I hope you're excited for the future of AMTV Now. If you haven't already, again, please hit subscribe, really helps us out. And if you've got any friends who you know are into Now music or just music history, then please get them to subscribe to the channel as well. We'd love to have anyone that we can aboard. I've been Adam Martin from AMTV Now. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.